Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon, guys. How are you?
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you?
I'm fine, Mr. Ibrahim.
I hope you're doing well, inshallah. And today, Thursday, today, inshallah, we have a worksheet. We have calculus worksheet, and we have 25 questions. So pay attention and let's get started. Bismillah.
Bismillah.
7 only? Okay. It's not 9. At the end of the morning, guys. 0 to 1, let's say, 0 to 1, all of it can evaluate in the regular way, integrate and then evaluate. I'll send for you this worksheet, guys, on the WhatsApp. Also, عشان نكون معكم. Okay, 12C, right?
Yes, yeah, Mr.
ماشي. 12A. Yes, the worksheet is on the WhatsApp, so you can check your WhatsApp now. You have this worksheet. Okay, Bismillah. The first question, we are all 10 or 15 or 20, 24. So I will ask each one of you to answer by turn. So Ridwan, answer the first one, يعني integrate 2x, and this we can do it here عادي simply by adding 1 to the exponent and divide by the new exponent. So
Divide by, let's say 2x over 2.
2x over 2.
excuse me عمر كل واحد هيجاوب سؤال معلش.
2x square over 2.
2x squared over 2.
Over 2 plus
And this all from 0 to 1 ما في plus 0.
to 1.
Substitute first أو plug in 1 for x first
By 1.
and then by 0.
بتصير 4 over 2.
Cancel أصلا 2 with 2, you have 1 squared. 1 minus, when you substitute 0 for x.
بتصير 1.
Yes, thank you.
That's it.
Next question number 2, Omar Harani. X minus 2.
Yes, x minus 2. So x square over 2 minus 2x. Then we will substitute.
Yes, x squared over 2 minus 2x. And then make like this, I'll put them inside parentheses from -1 to 0.
Yes. Then we will substitute 0 square over 2 minus 2.
All 0, right?
Yes, 0. بعدين bracket -2. صح؟ bracket -2 to power 2.
Why -2? Substituting -1.
It will be
-1
1.
for x. It will be 1/2 minus.
اوكي صح -1. -1 to power 2 over 2 minus 2 times
minus
-1.
2 يعني plus 2. Okay, so we have 0 here minus half plus 2, 2.5, which is 5 over 2. So your final answer is -5 over
-2 point يعني -2.5. Yes.
Your answer here is -2.5. Thank you, Omar. Next question, Mr. Rahman Ahmad.
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Bracket t to the power of 3 over 3 minus 2x.
T here, yes. And this all
T
has
in
it, and you
shapes,
substitute from -1 to 1.
-1 to 1. 1 over 3 minus 2.
Yeah. Inside parentheses minus, open another parentheses and substitute by
-1 over 3 plus 2.
Yes.
-2 1 over 3.
-4.
6
Yes,
over
correct. You can do it very easily. Last final step. Thank you. So your final answer is -4. And here's one. Okay, Rahman Abiyad. Next question, therefore.
2t minus 1 squared. First you expand. So say 40 squared.
Expand first.
Yes, 40 squared
0 to 1. 4t squared.
plus 1
Yeah,
or
plus 1
minus
here.
40 minus 40. Yes.
Integrate.
dt. Now so 40 cubed over 3 minus 40 squared over 2 plus t.
Plus t. Okay.
4 simplify
Alice,
minus
1 minute please,
simplify
Abdurrahman.
minus 4 over 2.
Excuse me, Abdurrahman, 1 minute please.
Okay, Mr. No problem.
الو مستر، انت مساوي ميوت يا مستر.
مستر راح شوي.
اوكي.
Sorry, Rahman Abiyad, معلش. Yes.
Yes, Mr. Okay, so now
Okay, so
simplify minus
substitute.
4 over 2t squared. Let's simplify.
From 0 to 1. Simplify, right?
Yes, minus 4 over 2.
You can
Let's
do it all in the calculator.
get
Place 1, so we have 4 over 3.
4
And
over
then
3
minus 4
minus
over.
4 over 2
You know that 4 over 3 minus 4 over 2, and
plus
then
1.
plus 1. The other parentheses,
Other parenthesis will be 0.
the other parentheses will be 0 sure. No need أصلا to do it لما يكون 0 تحت. Yes.
4 over 3 minus 4 over 2 plus 1 will give you
minus 1, 4 over 3 minus 3 over 3, which is 1 over 3.
is 1 over 3. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
No problem, Mr.
Okay, فارس مطر. No view will solve, guys. We are only. I'm sad والله أنا حزين. Why we are only 12? مش عارف الناس ما بتحضرش طيب. Number 5. From 1 to 2 for what? 3 over x squared. فارس مطر. Very useful. فارس. فارس.
Yes, Mr.
يلا معلم. Rewrite first this equation, this expression, نكتبه as 3x to the power of negative 2 minus 1. Okay, dx. Yes, I helped you in the first step complete.
Okay, 3x to the power of negative 2.
Negative 2 minus 1. طيب, when you integrate and adding 1 to negative 2 becomes.
استنى النت طلع شوية يا مستر. اوكي يلا. So 3 to the power of negative 3 to the power of negative 1
minus
over over negative 1.
over negative 1.
3x to the power of negative 1 over negative 1 minus
minus x.
x.
It's
Minus
x
x.
now, not t. Type it's x. Okay, minus x. Okay, and then from 1 to 2 2. Yes. Yes, man. Substitute first by 2, so we have 3 over 2.
Yes.
Negative 3 over 2. When you
2
substitute to first for x,
with
minus
x and
minus 2, right?
1.
Minus 2.
Yes, yes.
This is in the first parenthesis.
This
Minus.
bracket minus and we replace by 1 now, so negative 3 over 1. So negative 3, yes. Minus 1.
Minus 1, which is equal
Yes,
to
and
negative 3 over 2 minus 2, and negative 1.5 minus 2, which is
minus
Negative 7.5.
negative 2.5.
7.5.
1.5, negative 1.5, negative 2.
Negative 3.5 Mr.
Negative 3.5 now. 3.5.
7 over 2.
7 over 2 is
انا حكيت المستر توتال.
Yes, yes, it's 7 over 2. تمام, it's my bad, Mr. Negative 3, negative 1, negative 4 وفي
Plus 4.
plus 4.
plus
So
4.
it's now
0.5. Negative.
0.5.
لا positive.
Positive.
So 0.
Okay. Thank you يا فارس. تعال نروح ليمان 16. Yes يا مان.
ايوه مستر. هاي انتجريت على طول 1 over 3 plus 1 يعني 4 over 3
4 over
minus
3
2
over.
over 4 over 3 يعني multiply 3 over 4
Yes. Minus 2 what?
minus 2t
2t. And this all from negative 1 to 1.
1 yes.
You said
بس مستر
3
عامل
over
لي
4.
ايوه 3 over 4 t power multiply t power 4 over 3
minus 2t from negative 1 to 1. معناها from negative 1 to 1 يعني substitute من اللي فوق لأول بعدين اللي تحت. Yes.
المفروض اللي تحت أول.
لا اللي فوق أول. يعني substitute 2 first and then 1.
المفروض تطلع 0 that way. لا مش 0.
نيجاتيف هتعمل ايه؟
المفروض تطلع 2 multiply
صح؟ 1 times 3 over 4 it's 3 over 4 and 1 to the 4
power of
3
4 over
power
3
يطلع 1. Okay,
كيف؟
minus 2t
yes
minus
1
1 is 2 minus substituting by negative 2 negative 1 اللي تحت.
مستر we can remove it كلها ونحط 2 أول شيء.
why 2 أول شيء؟
because اللي تحت 1 حلو وماينس ماينس حتصير بلس فهي نفسها. دي
هنشوف تطلع مثلا 2 ولا تطلع كده مش فاهم اصلا.
لا مستر البراكت الاول حيكون نفس الثاني.
لا نفس مش نفسه plus 2 here. Okay.
صح okay.
So we have 3 over 4 minus 3 over 4 0.
6
and negative 2 plus 2 it's what? 0. So your answer is 0.
لا لحظة مستر انت نسيت الماينس اللي برا.
ماشي ما هي minus 3 over 4 مع positive 3 over 4 0.
ايوه بس minus 2 مع minus 2
yes negative
4.
طيب negative 4 اوكي يلا next دكتور خالد الشاعر. اوكي
Yes, Mr.
يس دكتور خالد.
عايز ترجع
Okay.
الصفحة اللي قبلها اعمل سكرين شوت بس.
اللي قبلها طيب.
شكرا يا مستر.
تحب تاخذ انت سكرين شوت عشان صورتي تطلع معك فوق صح؟
عشان نشوف؟
عشان صورتي تطلع معك فوق عارفك انت.
يا مستر والله بالغلط يا مستر ما
حبيبي.
شايف لحظة.
ماشي يا عم خليها معاك مش هقول لك لا ولا يهمك.
شو بدي احسن من هيك؟ نور من جوالي يا مستر.
طفص بيه حبيبي بمزح معك. يلا خالد.
Okay. Integrate t to the power of 1 over 3 تصير t to the power of 4 over 3
right
over 4 over 3.
طيب اكتبها 3
So
over
times
4.
3 over 4. Yes.
minus
Minus t to the power of 2 over 3 plus 1, so 5 over 3.
ايوه
times 3 over 5.
زي الفل plus c.
No.
Okay from Negative 1
From
to 0.
0, yes, negative 1 to 0.
Substituting here.
Negative 1.
Negative
3
1. It's here
yes,
positive.
3 over.
When substituting 0 gives 0, right? Minus.
Yeah.
Substituting a negative 1, the first one will be negative 3 over 4 or positive. Positive.
First one is, wait.
It's negative 1 power third first. It's negative 1 and all power 4, which is positive.
3 over 4, positive. Positive, yes.
Minus.
3 over 5
Plus.
times 5 over 3. Minus 1 to the power of 5 over 3. So negative 3 over 5.
Negative 3 over 5 times this negative gives
So
you
positive,
3 over 5. So بس هتعمل ايه؟ minus 3 over 4 minus 3 over 5.
Yes.
I'll add them and with the same sign. Yes, 27 over 20. Right, Khalid? Check our calculator. 27 over 20.
Wait 1 second.
صح يا مستر. 15 plus 12.
But pay attention, please. In this question, the one I'm gonna zoom in now. Here, number 8. Who can solve this? Who know the idea here? And it has an idea, small idea.
2x minus 4.
Absolute value of 2x minus 4. Absolute value.
أيوة.
ما يكون absolute value. حد عنده
Plus
فكرة
minus
عنه؟
صح؟ Plus minus.
أو plus minus.
يعني ناخذها مرة إنه عادية ومرة بنضربها بنيجاتيف.
You mean يعني you have to redefine
Two
the function.
solutions, Mr.
Yeah, two solutions.
يعني you redefine two solutions. You're gonna define here this function as 1
2x
positive,
minus 4.
2x minus 4 when x less than.
less than.
down شوية عشان تبان. مش واضحة صح؟
Yes.
Let's write it here, guys. 2x minus 4 مرة positive for x values greater than 2. Why 2? Because when you solve 2x
will yield in a positive value.
Yes.
Turning point.
Otherwise it will be negative.
Turning point equals 4. Solve for 0 for x لما equal 0 y. يعني x is 2. So your turning point is 2. Okay. When you substitute 2 for x, then give it 0. So the function is 0 في الحالة دي. طيب you have negative 2x plus 4.
Plus 4 when
okay,
x
when
is less than 2.
Less than 2. X and y. Now بقى أصبح عندي دلوقتي في 2 parts from the values less than negative 2 and the values greater than negative the values greater than 2 and the values
2 less than 2.
قبل وبعد. طيب يبقى تعملها من negative 1 هتقسمها بس من negative 1 till 2 of the function which is to the left of the 2 for the negative.
So negative 2x plus 4
dx and then plus the other part. احنا وقفنا عند ال 2 نروح بقى من 2 لايه ل 4 نكمل. هو عايز يستوب عند ال 4 من 2 ل 4 لازم يبقى هنا 2 هنا 2
يعني 2x minus 4
negative 1 to 2 بعدين again من 2 to 4 4 2x
yes.
minus 4 اللي هو الاحتمال البوزيتيف. Okay, equal. The first one negative 2x squared over 2 negative, let's do it here, negative 2x squared over 2 and then yes, any questions?
Plus 4x.
Plus 4x بعمل integrate عادي and I'm going to substitute from negative 1 to 2 plus integrate here gives 2x squared over 2 minus 4x from here 2 to 4. In the first one, when you substitute 2, you can cross out 2 with 2, so negative 4 plus 8. Negative 4 plus 8. Substitute الأول ب 2 هيطلع negative 4 plus 8 يعني 4. Minus substituting negative 1 is what? Here is 1. Negative 1 minus 4. It's plus 5.
Negative.
Negative 5 مع minus يبقى plus 5. This is the first what? The first integral. The first part. Okay. The second part plus. The first part.
هذا first part.
هذا first part بس من الquestion. The second part, you can substitute 4 first. 4 كنسل 2 مع 2 4 سكويرد 16 16 ماينس 16 0 ننساها بس في ماينس يعني 0 وبعد الزيرو في ماينس what substituting 2 for x gives 4 minus 8 4 minus 8 is negative 4 by negative here
Plus 4.
positive 4 so we have 9 plus 4 4 and 5
13.
9 13 يبقى my area here under this curve so equal to x minus 4 من negative 1 to 4 is 13
مستر سؤال بس هلا احنا ليش طلعنا الاكس؟ انه حاطين هي العلامه اللي هي شو كان اسمه absolute value. يعني شو ايه ولا لا؟
value احنا we rewrite the function again or redefine the function again as 2x minus 4
greater than 2
for all greater than 2 all x values
تمام.
greater than 2 positive values because the graph is what's the graph when x is 2 يعني بترسم الجراف ده كده عند 2 the graph like this تقريبا صح؟ it has
صح.
turning point at what? at 2
2
فبتشتغل عليها كأنهم 2 lines كأنهم ايه؟ 2 linear functions
خلاص واضح يا مستر.
before 2 تستخدم هذا البرانش اللي هو عبارة عن ايه؟ عن negative 2x minus 4 قصدي plus 4 والثاني يعني اعمل انترسكت مع الواي اكسس عند الفور الثاني هنا اللاين الثاني الايكويشن تبعه
2x plus 4 minus 4 عفوا
minus 4
minus ولا بلس يا مستر؟
minus
minus 4
2x plus minus 4 بس بعدين تقسم تو انتجريشن مع بعض يعني تعملها تفصصها الى the sum of two integrals
خلاص تمام
بس خلي بالك من الحدود بتاعتك الليمتس بتاعتك من نيجاتيف 1 to 2 من نيجاتيف 1 هير لحد 2 ده تستخدم نيجاتيف 2x بلس 4 وبعدين من 2 till 4
2x minus 4
بتاخد من 2 ل 4 بتاخد 2x بلس 4 اوكي
خلاص تمام يا مستر واضح شكرا.
Well, the next question number 9. I'm sorry that the size of the font of the questions are so small. If it's is it clear guys or اكتبها تاني احسن from 0 to pi for 1 plus sine x and dx. Yes, Mr. محمد الزعيم. محمد الزعيم.
Yes, Mr. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, تفضل. Answer this question.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. أنا سامعك. Go.
Okay.
قصدي
So
9 يعني تقرا
1 it becomes 1x which is x plus
what?
cosine.
Yes, the integral of sine is cosine. Yes, and then substitute from 0 to pi equal Hello. You hear me يا شباب؟ مش سامع حد. Anybody can talk please. Okay, the next question. Yeah, let me ask Abdurrahman Kintab. Yeah, try this one, Abdurrahman. The integral from negative pi over 3 till pi over 3 for 4 sec theta tan theta. From the first step, we start that the derivative of what function is secant tan. I'm sure we will let the 4 outside first, the integral sign. And second, we will write sec theta tan theta d theta, which is equal to, here is 4, the integral of sec tan, Rahman Kintab, لو تفتكر هي كانت sec theta only, the derivative of sec is sec tan. So my answer is 4 sec tan, بس لازم تشتغلها substitution لأن دي definite integral from negative pi over 3 to pi over 3. And then you can calculate, يعني calculate it in the calculator بسرعة. تقول 4 sec اللي فوق الأول pi over 3 minus 4 sec تحت اللي هو negative pi over 3. And since here guys the sec is an even function, so you will find that sec negative pi over 3 is the same or equal to sec pi over 3. They are equal. Since sec is an even function like cosine. So we have 4 sec pi over 3. Okay, minus 4 sec pi over 3, so it's equal to 0. So the two areas gonna cancel each other. Ahmed Saeed. Ahmed Saeed. Ahmed. طيب. Here is I have Ahmed Saeed absent. Elias is here. Anas. Are you here, Anas? No, absent. I have Khalid Al-Jabeli absent. Khalid Al-Shair is here. Yes, Rakan. Rakan, not here. Absent. Radwan here. Ziad Khalid. No. Absent. Saleh. Yes. Okay, Abdurrahman Imad. Yes. Abdurrahman Kintab. Yes. Abdurrahman Abiyad. Okay, I'm here. Abdulaziz Talal. Abdulaziz, not here, absent. Abdullah, absent. And Ali, absent. And Steve, absent also. Harun, Yusuf Harun is here. Harani, Yaman, and Zubaydi is here.
مستر أنا موجود يا مستر.
ماشي. محمد عبد المطلب, not here.
Yes, me too, Mr. Zubaydi.
Oh, man. Okay, Faris Matar and Muhammad Abdul Latif Zaidi. So, type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 absent here. Thursday.
Mister, I'm Muhammad Zaini. Did you put me absent?
No,
or
no.
you're just mentioning that I'm here?
لا
okay.
لا you're not absent معنا.
إبراهيم.
Yes يا رضوان.
امبارح حطيتني ابسنت، انا استاذنت منك قلت لك عندي. تمام.
اوكي نكمل. الافس ده غايبه يعني مش دماغ. طيب هنا question number 12. What is the exact area of the region
between y
equal y equal x minus x squared. معلش هتلاقوها في البي دي اف اللي بعتها لكم على الواتساب صحيحه. x minus x squared on the closed interval 0 to 1. 0 to 1. I think that the graph of this function is like it's a parabola, right? Opens down since we have negative and pass through here like this. بيقول لك هات لي الاريا من 0 to 1. وطبعا if you take x common factor you have x minus 1. So 1 is an x-intercept. So the area between the curve and the x-axis معناها shaded region اللي أنا عملتها دي. فطبعا عادي definite integral from 0 to 1 of x minus x squared dx. The area under the curve between the x-axis and the curve from 0 to 1. بس عاد اشتغل عليها. يبقى x squared over 2 which is the integral of x. The integral of x squared is x cubed over 3. X cubed over 3. And this all from 0 to 1. Substituting only by 1 and forget here the 0 لأن الزيرو تحت فكده كده تبقى minus 0 مش هتفرق. والاثنين including x. يعني 2 terms فيهم x فكده كده يطلع 0. ف 1 squared is 1 over 2 minus 1 over 3 which is 1 over 6. So your final answer of this question is 1 over 6. Question number 12. تمام يا شباب؟ Okay, if you would like guys to take a screenshot, it's now على السكرين. And I will send for you the answers after the period. برضه مش عايز تاخد سكرين شوت. Okay, next question number. Let's move to 14. Yeah. 14 and what? 15 لحد 19. Suppose that f and g are continuous functions with the blue given information. Then use the properties of definite integrals to evaluate each expression. ركزوا سمعت معاك من الانتجرال of f of x من 1 to 2 equals negative 4 من 1 to 5 equals 6. for g of x from 1 to 5 is 8. In number 14 from 2 to 2. Khalid al-Sha'i. Do you remember this? I did this property. It's directly equal.
Which one? Number 14?
Yeah. From 2
It's
to
equal
2.
to 8, right?
Equals to 0.
Oh, yeah, because it's the same.
Yeah.
Over the same
property
shift,
here, same limit from a to a for any function f of x dx directly is 0. لأنها من 2 ل 2 من نفس المكان.
Yeah.
ترى عادي تكتب البروبرتيز فوق، نسيتهم بصراحة.
This is one property, okay? The second property.
Yes.
That from A to B, okay, of f of x dx is equal to negative, listen, negative من B to A of f of x dx.
Okay.
This is another property. Number 3, from A to C. ومثلا في النص في B بس مش موجودة معاك في الكويشن، يعني دي مش ظاهرة. يعني أنت ممكن تقول من A to B f of x وتكمل من B to what؟ من B to C f of x dx.
مستر هاي اللي حلينا فيها آخر كويشن تبع الابسولوت فاليو
absolute
صح؟
value. Yes. قسمناها كانت من نيجاتيف 1 ل 4 خليناها من نيجاتيف 1 ل 2 من 2 ل 4.
اوكي ثانك يو.
Okay, هنا question number 15. From 5 to 1 g of x. راح g of x I have from 1 to 5. طب هو مداني من 5 ل 1. We have to negative the value أو the given value. Negative 8. Number 16 من 1 to 2. Of 3 f of x. You just write it as 3 from
Negative
1
12.
to 2 of f of x dx and multiply just 3 by negative 4, which is negative 12. Question 17, from 2 to 5. No 2 to 5 for f of x, but I have min 1 to 2, min 1 to 5. So let's write from 1 to 5. From 1 to 5, f of x dx is equal to what? ممكن أقسمها ل 2 parts. From 1 to 2 for the function f of x dx, plus from what? 2 to 5. يعني you have to stop, يعني تعملها 2 parts. From 1 to 2 and then from 2 to 5. He's asking from 2 to 5. So this is your requirement. X مثلا. This all we can let it x. And this part 1 to 5 is 6. And this is here is negative 4. So it's now what? 10.
2.
You have from 1 to 2. You're gonna take it to the other side. It's gonna be
yes, Mr.
Positive.
We solve it like an equation.
Yeah. Like an equation, probably. From 1 to 5 for f of x and g of x, you can separate them from 1 to 5 for f of x لحال plus from 1 to 5 of g of x لحاله هو الآخر. فبالتالي يطلع لك هنا في الأولانية من 1 to 5
6
f of
plus
x
8.
6 plus 8 which is 14. Number 19 من 1 to 5 what? From 1 to 5 of 4 f of x برضه أعملها 4 first and then 1 to 5 for the first function f of x dx minus don't say 4 لأن 4 بس مع f of x minus from 1 to 5 for g of x dx. So it's simply here equal 4 times من 1 to 5 for f of x is 6.
6 4
minus
times
this one is
24
8.
minus
28 minus 24 minus 8
16.
which is 16. Next. Number 20 till 23 25 نفس الطريقة سهلة جدا. فبعت لكم الفايل ويعني ايه براكتس كده على هذا الموضوع. Thank you guys. See you إن شاء الله. Happy weekend.
Thank you, Mr.
السلام عليكم.
Thank you.